Well, good morning, everybody. No matter who you are around the world, you're going to start your day with a meal. And for many of us, that is breakfast. But what that breakfast looks like is obviously going to differ greatly. Today, we have 27 people from 27 different countries to help give us a little bit of inspiration to shake up our morning routine so that maybe it's more than just a cup of coffee and a piece of toast. And speaking of a cup of coffee, I would like to thank Trade Coffee for sponsoring today's episode. On this channel, we have explored so many different amazing ways to drink coffee. At the base of all of these, though, are good coffee grounds. And that's where Trade comes in, a coffee subscription service. If you are a coffee lover like me, this is a subscription service that I cannot recommend to you enough. No matter what type of coffee you like, Trade will have one that fits your taste, hot or cold, espresso, cold brew, whole bean, finely ground, and every coffee is roasted within 48 hours, so when it arrives at your door, it smells like heaven.
Ooh. Yum.
They have partnered with over 50 small roasters around the country, so you can try a huge range of different coffees. You don't have to be stuck to the one that's just available at your local grocery store. And in getting the coffees to your door, you're simply gonna pick the style of coffee you like, and Trade will give you recommendations based on your tastes. So no matter how you like drinking your coffee, there are a lot of options out there. Trade is one of the best subscription services that can help elevate your coffee game at home. Go to drinktrade.com/Beryl and you will get a free bag of coffee when you sign up for one of their subscriptions. They guarantee that you'll love that first bag, and just in case you don't, they will replace it for you. All right, time to have breakfast, right?
Hi everyone, my name is Evelina. I'm from Ukraine. The dish I wanted to share with you it's syrna zapiekanka, what basically translates like baked cottage cheese. For this dish you need only few basic ingredients. It's cottage cheese, eggs, raisins, some semolina, sugar and vanilla sugar. You just mix everything up and bake it. Served cold or hot with condensed milk or jam or sour cream on top.
It's like as if bread pudding and cheesecake combined to make something perfectly in the middle.
My name is Amalia. I am from Caracas, Venezuela. The dish I want to talk to you about today, it's called arepas andinas. They are made with wheat flour instead of corn flour. They are very good. They are round and doughy and very dense, slightly sweet, which goes really well with all cheeses. Less traditional will be to have it with avocado, which is really good, with chorizo, even just plain with butter or some cream cheese. It's still amazing.
I have to say, I'm kind of impressed with myself, and this is great. I mean, avocado and smoked cheese is not a combination that I probably would have ever thought to put together. Very satisfying.
Hello everyone, my name is Taamia and I come from the island of Mauritius. The breakfast dish that I want to talk about today is called gâteau piment. Gâteau means cake and piment means chili in Mauritian Creole, so chili cakes in English. Gâteau piment are deep fried balls made of yellow split peas, cumin seeds, spring onion, coriander, salt, and fresh or dried chilies. I really like them because they are crunchy with a soft interior, and they are also savory and a little bit spicy as well. So for breakfast, we usually spread some butter on a hot baguette, and then we place a couple of the gâteau piment, and then we add 1 or 2 slices of Kraft cheddar cheese.
Oh my God. Where has this been all my life? It is so different from anything I've ever had. I am fully impressed. Totally obsessed. Can I do one more rhyme? Obsessed, impressed. And I'm well dressed. Bye.
My name is Anton Kromer. I am originally from Albania. I would like to share an Albanian breakfast called shesha me qumsht. It loosely translates to bread with milk. It also has a little bit of sugar added to it, so it is sweet. It tastes like drinking sweet hot milk, but more hearty, and you have to chew it.
Kind of tastes like French toast. It's like really comforting. The bread becomes very soft very quickly. And I feel like maybe it's like a little too soft now. Pretty good, pretty comforting, definitely pretty different.
I'm Gabriella and I'm from the island of Jamaica. Today, the dish I'd like to share with you is ackee and saltfish with fried Johnny cakes. Ackee and saltfish, or salted cod, is a delicious breakfast dish consisting of a fruit called ackee. Ackee is a yellow fruit that is always cooked and served in a savory fashion. It's served with a fried dumpling dough called Johnny cakes, as well as fried plantain, and if it's in season, a slice of avocado, though down here we call it pear. It looks a bit like scrambled eggs, but definitely does not taste at all similar. Ackee and saltfish is actually the national dish of Jamaica and is very special to us. I love ackee and saltfish. It's a fresh and savory breakfast that always satisfies.
Whoa! It's like kind of sweet, kind of creamy. And I wonder if my mind is playing tricks on me because I'm like, it looks like scrambled eggs, that the texture is feeling like scrambled eggs, but wow. This is amazing. I'm not trying to play favorites, but this might be one of my favorite breakfasts I've had in a while.
I'm Nisha from Kanpur, India. And the dish I would like to share with you all is called Poha. Poha in English translates to flattened rice, which is the main ingredient of this recipe. And unlike many other Indian recipes, Poha does not require a lot of spices to make. Poha is originally from the city of Indore in Madhya Pradesh. But almost all states have their own variations. It gets its yellow color from the turmeric added. I like to top my poha off with some roasted peanuts, chopped coriander, and the juice of half a lemon.
It's perfect. It's salty and tangy and sour and a little bit spicy. It's kind of like the best way to wake up your tongue in the morning.
Hi everyone, my name is Maxine. I come from Harare, Zimbabwe. The breakfast dish that I want to talk about is called Chimodho. It's sort of a bread that is made from wheat flour, mealie meal, some water, sugar, and a little bit of oil. Chimodho became very popular in Zimbabwe back in 2008 because there was hyperinflation and there was basically a shortage of basic goods, especially bread. Hence, we started making Chimodho. Then you didn't see the difficulty as much, but basically now people just make Chimodho just to enjoy the dish because it's a very heartwarming dish and it's very tasty as well.
This tastes very similar to American style cornbread. I feel like the cake, the bread, it's a lot softer and spongier than at least American cornbread that I've made, and it's also a bit sweeter.
My name is Chloe and I am from Bermuda. The dish I want to talk about today is called codfish breakfast. So codfish breakfast is an iconic Bermudian Sunday tradition. It consists of boiled salted cod, boiled potatoes. There's a couple of different sauces to choose from. You're also gonna get a boiled egg with this, avocado, banana, and some type of bread. You could put toast with this. We have a bread called Johnny bread that we usually put with it, and this is a sweeter bread. It's a really light breakfast. It's really wholesome, simple ingredients that work well together, and it's pretty unique.
I'm gonna do like a complete bite. This is almost a complete bite. There's like a lot of elements to get on a fork. This has all of the good things. It's starchy, fatty, salty, tangy, extraordinarily satisfying. Like, I want to be in Bermuda right now, being served this on a beach and not sweating in my apartment.
Hello everyone, my name is Srđana and I come from Serbia. Today I'm going to talk about Mekike. Mekike is a very common breakfast food in Serbia and surrounding countries, and it's basically a fried dough, and it's usually accompanied with different cheeses, cold cuts, vegetables, or sauces. In Serbia, we eat mekike on the sweet side too. So after eating it with cheese and garlic and sour cream and different vegetables, you can also eat one with Nutella or jam and have your breakfast dessert. And I used to eat them a lot, especially when I was younger, since my mom makes them really good.
All right. Everybody needs to calm down. I am in heaven. I think that this might be one of the most perfect foods for me that I have ever tried. I am beyond excited to have another bite of this. The garlic yogurt mixed with fried bread and the soft brie cheese.
Hello, my name is Alvaro. I live in Punta Arenas, Chile. Today, I'm going to be talking about choripan and leche con plátano, which is a very traditional breakfast here in Punta Arenas. Choripan is made from the two words chorizo and pan, which means chorizo and bread. And leche con plátano, it's basically banana milk. Our version of choripan, which is different to the rest of Chile, it's a small bun filled with a chorizo spread in homemade mayonnaise. So it has this flavor of effort, if you get what I mean. This very sharp flavor goes very well with the creaminess and saltiness of the mayonnaise, and also with the sweetness of banana milk. I think that's the greatest combination of all.
The idea of waking up in the morning and making rolls is just... Somebody must love you very much if this is something that you are used to. I will say that. I never thought about making a chorizo paste, but I like it. Not only did Alvaro have me making rolls, he had me making aioli. Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's really good. It's really good. I can see going into a shop and getting this as a breakfast and being like, yes, this is an amazing breakfast. It's just the idea of making it. That's just, it's wild.
Hi, my name is Jeanette and I'm from Ardnacrusher, County Clare in Southern Ireland. The dish I want to talk to you about today is Boxty. Boxty is a potato pancake. The word derives from the Irish word boxty or Aran Boxty, which means poor house bread. It is essentially potatoes in a pancake batter. The difference with our boxty to other potato pancake recipes would be that we use a combination of both raw and cooked potatoes. They're delicious and very filling and very economical, so really good way to feed a family without spending too much money. Irish families back then, and I'm talking about 2 centuries or so ago, they were rather large, and there was a lot of mouths to feed and there wasn't an awful lot of money to do it, so it was just a great way to extend the potato, and it's still very popular.
That's good. It's got a little bit more chewiness to it, which I really like. As far as breakfast go, it's honestly really delicious and very easy to make. I like that it's familiar, but just like has a little bit of a, it's like a little potato pancake, but different.
My name is Romina and I live in Toronto, Canada, but I was born and lived in Mexico City. The breakfast dish I would like to share with you today is Huevos Divorciados, or divorced eggs. Huevos Divorciados is a way of plating huevos rancheros. This is a breakfast dish that consists of 2 fried eggs, each surrounded by different types of salsas. So one is red salsa and one is green salsa. Then they're divided by refried beans for the divorced idea and eaten with tortilla chips or tortilla. Huevos Divorciados represents our love for savory breakfast and the rancher style of cooking. These many breakfast dishes for us consist of 3 ingredients: tortilla, egg, and sauce. Surprisingly, we found a variety of ways to make these into all different dishes.
It's so beautiful. For something that has such complex and beautiful flavor, I think it is actually rather simple to execute. I think I like the green salsa more. It's got more of an herbaceous flavor, I think, from the cilantro, and I just love tomatillos. Yum.
Hey Beryl, my name is Minna and I'm from Egypt. The dish I wanted to share with you today is full and taamia. Full and taamia basically are a staple breakfast 2 dishes. Full is the fava bean dish that you can make with any sauce. That could be tomato or just simply squeeze of lemon and some cumin. And taamia is falafel, but the Egyptian version of it, it's made with fava beans. The reason why I like this dish is because it's a stable breakfast that's common in all of Egypt. So basically everyone eats this for breakfast.
Can't believe I made this. Whoa. Yum. Okay, this is really good. It's so interesting seeing like the different flavor profiles of what people think of as like breakfast food. I feel like in America we're so rigid about what's breakfast and what's not breakfast. thinking about this compared to, a bowl of Lucky Charms, this is gonna set you up for such a better day.
Hi, my name is Marina and I live in Bern, which is the capital of Switzerland. Today I'm gonna talk to you about Bircher muesli. Bircher muesli actually consists of two words. Bircher, which is the name of the inventor of the dish, Max Bircher, and muesli, which is the Swiss German diminutive for granola. Bircher muesli actually is quite similar to overnight oats, and in my family we always put some granola or some chopped nuts on top of the Bircher muesli right before we eat it, just to get some extra texture, some extra crunch. I really love Bircher muesli because it's super colorful, it's vibrant, especially if you put in berries, but it's also very fresh and healthy and sweet, and with the yogurt it gets really creamy, so it's kind of like a dessert for breakfast, and that's just heaven.
This is way better than any overnight oat I have ever made. I'm gonna be honest, when I was making this recipe, I was thinking okay, we're ending with a yogurt bowl, but this is actually really good. The grated apple with the banana inside, a little bit of the sweetness from honey, the crunchiness of the granola on top. Yeah.
Hello, my name is Akom and I am Cameroonian. The breakfast meal I will be sharing with you today is called Pap, Puff Puff and Beans. Pap is a smooth porridge made from ground fermented corn. Beans is a spicy stew made from frying either boiled black turtleneck beans or red kidney beans in any spicy vegetable combination of your choosing. Puff Puff is a sweet deep fried dough. I really like this meal because it's one in which each component can hold its own weight. You have the silky, sweet and sour pap being paired with the puff puff, which has a crunch on the outside. Then you have the spicy bean stew, which just ties it all together very well.
I am so curious about this pap. I don't even know what this could taste like. Sour. It definitely tastes fermented. Good puff puff. Oh, oh, that's spicy. I feel my ears hurt from it. I would say that yum. This stew is really good. It's spicy. Oh, the pap helped.
Hi, my name's Antonia and I'm from Frankfurt, Germany. The dish I want to talk to you about today is called Weißwurstfrühstück. In English, that would be white sausage breakfast. That's a veal and pork sausage, and with that you are usually served a pretzel, sweet mustard, and a Weissbier, which is a German beer. The dish comes from Bavaria, from the south of Germany, and it is really only very common there. I know that this breakfast kind of fits all the points on the stereotype list for Germans, because of course we always have sausages and beer for breakfast. Of course not, we don't. This is something for special occasions.
I'm just gonna suck it out of the casing. The sausage is really good. Let's wash this down with a beer. This sausage is super, super mild. Pretty much all the flavor is coming from the spicy mustard, which is great. Sausage, pretzel, sandwich. Big bite.
Hi everyone, my name is Niti. I'm originally from Bangkok, Thailand. And the breakfast dish that I like to share with you today is called Khai Grata. Khai means eggs and Grata is pan in Thai. So this dish is basically sunny side ups with some pork toppings, served in a small skillet, usually meant to be for one serving. And typically, the pork toppings include some seasoned pork mince, some Chinese sausages, and Vietnamese ham. It is commonly served with some condiments, including chili sauce, soy sauce, and white pepper. And I really like the dish because it has a very nice balance in terms of texture and flavor profiles. And it is very tasty, yet so simple to make.
I mean, yeah. This feels to me like Thailand's version of an English breakfast. Lots of meat, eggs, no vegetables. The Chinese sausage is a little bit sweeter than I was expecting. Yum. All right, let's try this Vietnamese ham. This looks to me like Spam by another name. A little less salty. It's really nice. Yum. This is great.
Hi, my name's Daryl and I'm from Indonesia. The breakfast dish that I'm going to talk about is called dinutuan, or Manadoni's porridge in English. You can top it off with cachorro, or skipjack tuna, or maybe you like some salted fish. And then you add sambal for some heat. It's a very nutritious dish for breakfast. Dinutuan is pretty common here in the capital, Jakarta. It's a healthy, nutritious, refreshing, and it's totally vegetarian and vegan friendly if you skip the fish.
Everything about this is a yes. It's salty and rich and creamy, kind of like congee, but this has tons of flavor. I love all the vegetables. I love the toppings. All right, I think I did put maybe a little too much sambal in the middle, but oh my God, it's so spicy. That was really unexpected. You can do this. Don't let him see you cry. Oh my God, my eyes are watering.
Hi Beryl, hello everyone, I'm Giorgia and I come from Italy. The breakfast that I want to talk to you about today is crostata. It is a jam tart or pie. It in fact looks like a round pie. The dough is made from a lot of butter, sugar, eggs, flour and lemon zest. And once cooked, it will have a soft cookie-like consistency. And the filling is very easy. It's just a whole jar of jam. If you are not a fan of sweet breakfast, it's also perfect to have with a cup of tea in the afternoon.
So much appreciation for people who are good at baking, who enjoy baking. Like, you are a better person than me. Period. This does taste good though. Like, does it taste like a bakery made it? No. The lemon is lemony and nice. This is a little sweet for me, but like as a midday tea break with a slice of jam pie, like delicious.
Hi Beryl. Hi everyone. My name is Florek and I live in Warsaw, Poland. The breakfast dish I want to share with you today is maczka. Maczka is a creamy, savory dish made with only 3 ingredients: an egg, milk and flour. You should also add some salt to taste and top it with freshly cracked black pepper. It's thick and light in color. It's also really simple and quick to make. It has a very delicate, eggy, salty flavor, but I can't really compare it to anything I've ever eaten. It is hearty and filling and keeps you going for a long time. You don't use utensils to eat it. Instead, grab a couple of slices of sourdough bread and dig in. I don't think maczka is a common dish in Poland. I don't know the full origin of it, but it was essentially poor people's food with how cheap and accessible the ingredients were in Polish villages.
All right, here we go. That is interesting. It looks like mashed potatoes. It looks like grits, right? So there's a part of me that has an expectation when I eat it. But then when I eat it, it doesn't really taste like anything other than texture and the butter on top. It's very creamy, very silky, very dough-like, but not like dough. If you need to make ingredients go a long way, this is 1 egg and some flour and milk, and there's a big plate of food on here, you know?
Hi everyone, salam alaikum. My name is Mariam and I'm from the United Arab Emirates, and the dish I'd like to share with you today is called balaleet. Balaleet is a sweet and savory breakfast dish that's enjoyed by Emiratis as well as many people in the surrounding Gulf countries. Now the dish consists of a base of vermicelli noodles that are fried before being boiled and sweetened with cardamom powder, saffron, sugar and rose water, and finally it's topped with an egg omelette to enjoy. Now, as you can see, this dish is not the most nutritious meal, but the reason for this is that Bedouins back in the day needed a recipe they knew that was easy to make and would give them energy in the harsh environment of the desert. It's delicious, it's comforting, and most importantly, it's easy to make.
That's quirky. It's really interesting because you've got this really strong flavor of cardamom and sugar on the vermicelli noodles, which is great. Then you have this like peppered omelet. The savory and sweet together, it does work. It's just a little confusing.
Hi, my name is Tien and I am from Vietnam, and the dish that I want to talk about is hủ tiếu Nam Vang or phnom penh rice noodle, and it is widely eaten as breakfast in the south of Vietnam, and this dish is actually a Cambodian Chinese influence. Hủ tiếu is the thin rice noodle that we eat. It is paired with a pork bone broth and a bunch of different toppings with tons of garnish. It came from the Cambodian Chinese culture with a twist from the southern Vietnamese culture, so the flavor profile would be on the savory, sweet side. I love it because of the contrast between the simple umami broth and the complexity of the toppings. Even though everything is slightly seasoned, it is so flavorful.
Wow. This is a dish for the senses. Ooh, that red chili. As far as how this soup tastes, it is super meaty and umami, a saltiness going on. A lot of the ingredients themselves don't have too much flavor, so the broth really is doing a lot of heavy lifting, but the broth tastes so nice. If I could make this for myself more often, I absolutely would. It was just a lot of work.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Louis. I live in St. Catharines, Ontario, Canada, although I am originally from Quebec. And the breakfast dish that I wish to bring to you all is galette de sarrasin aux saucisses, which roughly translates to buckwheat crepe sausage. The breakfast dish is a breakfast pork sausage that is wrapped with a thin, crispy buckwheat crepe. It's not something I've seen outside of Quebec much, and I live in a few provinces now. It's a very rich, comforting dish. It obviously works very, very well with a good coffee in the morning.
Ooh, wake me up for this. This is the best type of hot dog, breakfast sausage sandwich I have ever had in my life. I love this. Definitely try making this because it is a delight.
Hi Beryl, hi everyone. My name is Jessica and I live in Florianópolis, Brazil. The recipe I want to share with you today is called Cachorro com ovo, which could be translated to English as dog with egg. Teresina, my hometown, is the only place where I know this dish is. So the Cachorro com ovo is made out of an open-faced bread roll. On top of it, you put a lot of meat sauce or meat stew. You put a fried egg on top, some shredded lettuce, and some slices of tomato. It has many different textures. You have the stew on top of the bread. When served hot, the bread gets a bit soggy and it absorbs most of the stew, the flavors, the spices, so it's delicious. It's a perfect breakfast for me.
Holy smokes. The cassava makes it kind of gluey. This texture is wild. It is taking me. I love it. It's like jelly chili, but that doesn't sound good. And this is really good. What? It's very comforting. And this is the kind of stuff that I love for breakfast.
My name is Elena and I'm from Iran. The dish I want to talk about is called noon panir sabzi girdu, which translates to cheese, walnuts and herb sandwich. It is basically any type of rolled flatbread stuffed with cream cheese, crushed walnuts and fresh herbs. It is the most common breakfast all over Iran and everyone likes it. The ingredients are simple and it is both cheap and refreshing. The cheese is spread on the bread with crushed walnuts and herbs, and all the ingredients is eaten in one bite. The combination of the flavors is so amazing that I think that everyone should give it a try.
Yeah, it's the best, except for the walnut. I think what I like most about this breakfast is all the fresh herbs with that salty cheese. Crunchy. It's just everything that I love, presented just beautifully, and it's perfect, it's great. Cereal loses. This is the winner.
Hi Beryl, I'm Ackee. I live in London, but I was born in Sri Lanka, and the breakfast dish that I would love to introduce you today is called Panipole pancakes, a stuffed pancake filled with pani, which means treacle in the language of Sinhala, and pol, which means coconut. When you bite into a pani pol pancake, you are welcomed with a soft, familiar, pillowy pancake dough, and then hit with the textural roughness of coconut, little pools of thick, rich, caramelly jaggery, as well as the soft mellowness of cinnamon and the aroma of smooth and wonderful cardamom. The flavours in pani pol pancakes are emblematic of what Sri Lanka is iconic for.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, this might be one of the best things I've ever eaten. I don't say that lately. This is a coconut lover's delight. Make this one.
My name is Abdulaziz from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Today I'm talking about breakfast dishes, Masabeeb, the wet version like pancakes. Masabeeb come from the word pouring, like we pour the batter because it is a liquidy batter on the frying pan. The dish actually made from whole wheat, water, and that's it. They can be both sweet or savory. Usually we make them and we pour honey on the masabeeb. What makes it special is only for our region of the kingdom.
These might be the best pancakes I've ever had. They're very savory. Pairing them with the honey actually gives that perfect balance for me of a sweet but not too sweet dish. All those complicated pancake recipes, throw them away. All you need are 3 ingredients. And also I think I like the tiny size of them. Eating 10 pancakes is more fun than eating 2 or 3 pancakes, you know? Which would you try? Let me know in the comments.